YouTube bros? I'm a former law enforcement officer. If you do not want to hear opinions on this video, you're going to be able to see the original unadulterated video in the description below. And if you want to talk about these live, come over to the Twitch. You'll be able to see that link as well in the description. This is Officer Gets Investigated After Shooting Dog. So guys, we've all heard it before. Cops have had to shoot a dog or something like that, right? It's a super tragic situation. So hopefully by going over this video, some of us here, some of the YouTube bros can learn what they can do in a situation to reduce the probability of your dog having to get shot, right? Because that sounds bad, right? That sounds like shit. So let's talk about that here. Let's watch this video. What exactly went wrong with this situation?
Good morning, ma'am.
Hey.
How you doing this morning?
Just fine.
Okay. The reason why I'm out here.
Okay, we're already. I mean, we got some spoilers up here. Dog attacks officer. There it is. So you got your trigger warnings, by the way. Hopefully they don't actually show the dog being shot, but I'll try to like cut away from that.
About a call about a kid on your car being chased by dogs and your husband pulling the gun on him.
We don't even own a gun, for one.
Okay.
Two, my husband never made it out of the house. I got woke straight up from my dogs raising hell. I opened the door. My gate was open. There's no way for my gate to get open if somebody don't open my gate. So I go out in my underwear, shut the gate. I turn around and come back in the house, and he's sitting on the back of the car. I said, get off the car. No, your dogs are chasing me. I said, my dogs are in this fence. Get off.
Okay, so the original call is about the dog, right? The accident alone makes me think she's guilty. Yeah, there's something about that hairdo too, right? Around here at Scratch'll verify. It's that Beach Grove dude. You know what I mean? It's that fucking beach. Okay, and then that freeze frame is kind of like comp.
The car. He refused to get off the car.
Okay.
So I told him it was about to be a bad day for him, and I come back in the back door, and when I did, he took off running up the road. That's the last we seen him. Hoping his mama would come back down here. You don't send a kid out at 6:30 in the morning, somebody's house opening a gate in their backyard.
So is he in your backyard?
He was. He had to have
Watch
been.
body
The gate was
language.
open. My dogs would have been out.
Our dog surprised him when he stepped in that gate.
That's what happened.
And
My
what-
heat pump stolen out here. I've had a table stolen out here. That's why those dogs
And
are
was
back
he
there.
was he standing on top of your car?
Yes.
On the back of the
trunk
car.
of the car.
And would not
Okay.
leave.
Was his mother on the phone at any
I
time?
don't know.
Watch that body
He got
language.
down and ran, and that's all we know is he ran around that.
And where
corner
were your
and up
dogs?
That road. In the
fence.
backyard.
Did your dogs ever come
I'm
outside?
talking both too.
You can go back there.
You can. I'll go open it right now, and they will not come out of that fence on you.
Okay, so here we have a pretty big statement, right? We're gonna come around. The dog's not gonna come out and mess with you, right? Everybody always says that about their dog. I completely understand why people say that about their dogs, because they are friendly around you, right? But what people don't understand is a dog is going to act entirely different to an outside force, right? It's going to act entirely different to other people that it perceives as a threat. So in a situation with police, we got to be very careful. We can't trust the dog, right? You just can't trust the dog around new people, no matter how friendly they are. It's just unfortunate, right? This is just like one of those general rules, guys. Keep your dogs on a leash. Don't make statements like this where, you know, obviously it could end super bad. So let's see what happens. Let's see what the dog is doing. What is the dog doing?
Okay. Well, let me see him. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. You, sir?
No, go ahead. You go open the gate. I'll be there.
Besides getting woke the hell up.
Okay. Did you have something in your
Oh,
hand?
no, sir. I had my fist, and that's what I intended to use when I got to him.
Did you see him in your backyard or anything? Okay.
There's a
But
dog.
what my wife says is true.
Okay.
My dogs don't go outside that damn. It can be
Dog
wild.
due to shitty owner. Yes.
Okay. And stay right here.
Okay, we're coming around. Okay, so here we are. Remember what she said. Dog's not gonna come out even if the gate is open. So I don't know what this was supposed to prove. I mean, it even says beware of dog on the gate. Like, yeah, dog's loose. So obviously we know we're just based on the title, right? Based on the title, we know where we're going with this. Okay, so she seems pretty calm. She's very used to this dog. That's common, right? Like the dog was happy. Dog had wagging tail. Doesn't seem aggressive, but here we are. Here we are. Dog noticed officer.
Well, he's out the gate. Hey,
Out the
bud.
gate.
Hey.
Dog's biting. Oh, okay. Guns out. Let me play this out. I just don't want to show a dog being shot on TOS or on Twitch, right?
Get back.
I'm gonna show you a freeze frame. So the video actually froze. Like they froze it and then they let it go here. Let's just come back.
Hey.
So here, this is where the officer is getting bit. The video freezes a few seconds here.
Get back.
Just like that. Okay. Let me just make sure.
Get back.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. So start thinking about what went wrong here, boys. Hard to tell what happened. Yeah, especially with that freeze frame. Now beforehand, this is what's not exactly on camera, but the dog is biting the cop. Yeah, let's see what happens here.
So your dog bit me.
You really just shot my dog! What the
Get back.
Look at this guy.
You mother...
You will. You will.
He's a policeman, dog. Where's my dog? You dog! Killed her! You mother... Why? Oh. Did you kill my fucking dog?
Let him loose. Let him loose.
You up!
Let him loose.
Okay, there's something about it. There's something about this that kind of bothers me on both sides, right? Like you have to. Oh man. Okay. So, well, yeah, the guy is escalating clearly, but man, he shot the dog pretty. Just like he doesn't even sound like he's shaken. He doesn't sound like he's shaken, and he said it very matter of fact here. Yeah, I don't think it was a. We'll have to see if they include like medical or anything like that, right? But he very calmly says, "Your dog bit me. Your dog bit me," and then like before it said dog bit multiple times. Is that enough to kill a dog? In my opinion, no. Like me personally, no. But other people would take this very serious, right? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if it shows what exactly like his leg, right? Without seeing what happened, hard to know, justified. Yeah. Yeah, and the bad thing is that I mean, we're on camera. So this guy understandably pissed off. He's saying some things I'm sure he doesn't mean down here.
Mike 319, similar unit, and sitting sergeant. Buddy,
Yeah. Yeah, so let's remember the original call, right? The original call was dog and gun, right? Why is there only one officer here? Like, what's going on there? Like, did he mess this up, or is this is like a low traffic area where you know, like it's one cop per county kind of shit, small town? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. But if you have a call with like weapon involved, I would show up 2-3 deep. You know what I mean? Hey Yasho, appreciate the follow, man. Thank you. Probably a 5 cop force. Yeah. So there's I have a lot of questions, and hopefully the video answers them, right? 42069, exactly. We're good. We're just reviewing some bad body cam footage here. Hope you're doing well, man.
No, sir.
Get the fuck! You killed my dog! Why would you do that? Oh my
Hey.
God! Shit!
Dude, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. I'm trying to save you.
You better leave my goddamn house.
Get back. Taser.
Right now.
Ma'am, get
Leave
back.
my goddamn house
No, I'm not.
right now. It's okay.
This guy, man. Well, I gotta go back and see that before I say this. Let me go back and see this.
Dude, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. I'm trying to save you.
You better leave my goddamn house.
Get back. Taser.
Right now.
He sounds very afraid, and like I don't know, man. It almost sounds like he's new. You know what I mean? Like Scratch, I don't know if you catch that feeling. But man, it's like taser, like that, like in the way you say that, it sounds like you're fresh out of the academy, right? Like it's just something about the tone there it's just like a very practiced response. I don't know. Now you do say that. You do have to say that. Like it's a warning. It's a warning, especially if there are other officers. You do practice. You have to say that in order to alert other officers that might be in the area or whatever, or you know, you're saying, oh, OC spray, or you know, OC. That way other officers know what's going on. But like it's just something in the tone there. It's just a side note for me. It may not mean anything. It's good my country doesn't have these type of people. Oh, where are you from?
Ma'am, get
Leave
back.
my goddamn house
No, I'm not.
right now.
It's okay. It's okay. It's what you just did to my kid's dog.
You leave my goddamn house.
Sir, I'm
Right
trying
now.
to save you. Sir, I'm trying to
You're a
save you.
piece
I'm trying to save you.
You let my dog out and you
Hey.
killed it. You made me
Ma'am,
let
your
the
dog bit me.
out and you killed it.
Your dog bit me.
Why? Because you
It sounds like he's taking the harshest enforcement of what he was trained to do, right? Because I was also trained, bro, if you're getting bit, you have to shoot that dog. Like, not have to, but like you should take care of yourself, right? Maybe it's SOP, maybe it's like the training out here and, you know, in the fucking country, wherever the hell they're at. Maybe he was afraid of it escalating. Maybe the dog seemed more fierce than it was. Maybe it's in the moment. There's so many things, man. There's so many things. As in, he's in danger of being shot as well. Yeah, either shot or tased, right? Yeah. But yeah, bumfuck USA, wherever they're at. Some of the training out here. Now, it's really hard to say what the training is, but this is weird. This is a weird one. This is a very weird one for me. You're there alone. You're very like the tone in which he's like, okay, shots fired, boom, boom, boom. Because he was like, okay, your dog's biting me, shot. Like what the hell? Like, you're not even alarmed. So I'm wondering, is that just like a little, you know, a little nip? Are they nips? Was it a nip or was it a bite? You know, were you taking chunks out of his leg? Reggie, what the fuck? Yeah. What up, Jess? Welcome.
made me let her out.
Okay.
You made me let her out. Now, see, that's fucked up because she put the test on her, like the onus, like she put her own onus, right? Even though you should, right? But she made this little challenge or this little piece of proof that the dog would not leave the yard even if the gate was open. Tell me more about these nips. I mean, were they bad nips? Were they pepperoni nips? Were they nice 70s lemon nips? Who knows? Yeah, so she had this test to show the officer, hey, this dog is friendly. This dog will not even leave the yard, because they were investigating an incident, because there was a complaint. It sounded like there was kids talking about, well, this dog was chasing us and trying to hurt us. But she's saying, look, the cop the dog will not even leave the yard if the gate's open. So how could they be telling the truth? So that's what she was trying to prove, right? And unfortunately, that happened. I'm thinking pepperonis that were left in the oven a bit too long. Well, in this case.
You made me let her out.
You're a sorry motherfucker.
You go about your business.
You are a sorry motherfucker.
Car.
Killed my dog.
You made her let him
Killed her.
Okay. It's on the camera.
Sorry motherfucker.
Your dog wouldn't bite.
Killed her. I didn't say she wouldn't bite. I said she wouldn't come out.
You said she's friendly.
Oh my God. You see what you just did?
Ma'am,
Oh, I ought to punch you in your goddamn mouth.
you will not do that. You will not
I
do
swear
that.
to God, I want to.
Listen,
I'll
I saved
punch
you
you in your
one.
mouth.
You will not. You will not. You will not
You
punch me.
think I fucking want you?
You will not. Take him in the house.
He killed her.
You think I fucking want you? Come here.
Do it.
Come here, motherfucker.
Get your son. Get your son. Get your son. I know you're upset.
No, you know I'm
think we're
upset.
Calm down. Calm down. I know you're upset.
He killed her, Johnny.
I know he did.
God almighty, that was my dog.
Mike, you're 19?
My bodyguard dog.
Come, sir, give me that tablet.
Are you
No, he did it.
got an 18 to a dog?
He did it.
18 to a dog, shots fired.
He killed her.
Be a bit upset.
Oh, get
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but we didn't hear growling or I mean, the dog did charge and did make contact, but there was like no telltale, hey, it did? Okay, maybe I missed it. But I don't think that there was really these big red flags that this dog is going to be mega just like aggressive, right? Like nasty aggressive. A bit rough, he says. Or did I miss Yasho's reply? No. Okay. Yeah. Trying my best. I'm trying my best. No, I got you, bro. I mean, it's a bad situation, man. It is what it is. I'm thinking overreaction. Here, but at the same time, what the fuck, right? Like, I understand thinking that your dog's a sweetheart. Every good owner is gonna think that, right? But we, like, as pet owners, you got to remember that dogs especially treat different people, brand new people. they could treat them as threats. And that's exactly what ended up happening here, right? Now, what was the level of aggression? We couldn't really tell, but all we have is bit 5 times, right? Or whatever. Multiple times, whatever the caption was. We don't even get to see. He doesn't even look down. He doesn't double over. He doesn't do anything that would at least indicate to me that he was in big trouble. Because you pull out the gun when you're in big trouble as a cop, right, guys? Yeah, so I don't know. This seems like an overreaction.
I'm right here. No, you're not.
Please don't go with that.
The family now sees their deceased dog around the corner of their home.
You got oh my God! Oh, you stupid motherfucker! Oh, you stupid son of a...
Don't look at her. Don't look.
Oh, you motherfucker! Damn it! Oh, you motherfucker! Quit and go in the...
Put son in the house.
You should be in some really big trouble.
Calm down, please.
Damn it! Look what you did to her. Does that not bother you at all? On a dog that was protecting me and my kids, and you let some black person
Ma'am.
come out
Whoa,
here
here we go.
car.
There it is. There it is. There it is. I mean, are we surprised? I mean, not really, right? But there it is. She said it. She said it, not me.
And then you
I didn't let him do
my
anything.
Dog.
Hey, I just want to know one thing.
You
Hey,
killed my
my
dog.
sergeant lieutenant coming.
Why did you make her go open that fence?
Yeah, he did it.
The dog
He
would not
made me
come
do
outside.
it.
But you shouldn't have had her do that.
Hey,
And it lured my dog out.
I don't remember the cops saying that. It was more of a, I can prove to you that the dog will not come out even if the gate's open. So we can go back and hear that conversation again, but I don't think that that's the cop accent called it. I mean, there's just so many unnecessary L's here, right? If we're going to do that, right? If we're going to make that test, can we put the dog on a leash and open the gate and have control of the dog? Like, hello, if you're not telling the truth, your dog's gonna come out and try to bite me, right? Or whatever, or be aggressive with me. If he tries to do that, then the dog is under control and we can see that the dog is in fact leaving the gate if it's open. So then we would have our proof anyway. We don't need the dog to actually charge the officer, right? Like, what the hell? So son returns with blunt object. Yeah. That's nice. That's fucking nice. Yeah, this should be good.
all right, buddy. We ain't...
I mean, that right there, you charge at the cop there, you're also getting shot, right? It's just, I don't know.
Get in the damn it!
Hey,
You had my dog, her to go open that gate, and then you shoot my dog.
okay. Calm down, sir, my lieutenant.
No, it ain't okay.
Okay.
I'm the calmest one here.
I know you are. I appreciate that.
He's lying because it was a black person.
You killed my dog and you don't even care about my kids sitting here.
I mean, when you say stuff like that, it is very hard to take your side. It is incredibly hard to take your side, right, guys? Like, you can't be making ignorant statements like that. Like, what does the person being black have to do? Here's just, what does the person being black have to do with the original incident, right? Like, it just stupid. Wave bye-bye to your credibility. Exactly.
Yes, sir. She bit me on the arm and she bit me on the back of my leg.
Okay, arm, back of leg. Now, we need to see the actual damage, right? I think that we would feel a little better about this. Bro, maybe this cop is like super cop, right? Maybe this cop doesn't feel pain. Maybe he's got a chunk missing. Whatever, right? But he just didn't seem to react, at least to what we had. Maybe in like the 3 to 5 seconds where the frame was frozen so you don't actually see the violence for YouTube. Maybe there was like he's jumping around, he's doing something, right? But as far as we see here, we don't really see anything. We see no emotional reaction to that either, you know? Like, he's speaking calmly, clearly, which is a great thing, but like, wouldn't you hear it in your voice if you just killed something that, like, if you just killed something or someone, right? Just, I don't know. Something about that just tells me, whoa, a little bit of a red flag. Doesn't the raw footage get uploaded somewhere? I'm sure you could find it on like Twitter, right? But I couldn't show it to you guys either way. We'll look at the information in the description when we're done here, and we'll do extra research
Sorry it
for
happened.
research. Yeah, for research.
Sorry it happened. Sorry your son upset. Sorry your family got
sorry
chased.
too, man. That was when our
Bro, listen.
dog I had. That's just fine.
Sorry it happened, but it happened. We can't change it. The dog bit me, and
I think
I'm
on
not gonna let the dog
principle,
tear up my-
I think on principle he's right. I think on principle he's right, but if he had anything to do with that situation where he didn't control it, right? Where he wasn't smarter than the obvious hilljack over there talking shit about black people and like, oh, you know, oh, it's black, you're insinuating that you're protecting black people. Why not tell the lady, please make sure the dog is on a leash, and then you can show me if he leaves or if she leaves the gate or not, right? I don't know.
my Achilles. And I got.
You shouldn't have.
Did you kill my dog?
This right here is hard to take. Imagine this is you. Imagine this is you and you got all these emotions flying at you. You had to put down a dog. These are those situations, man. It's like just imagine. And he's alone. He never brought backup. The original call was about a weapon, a gun, and a aggressive dog, right? Why the fuck are you here alone? I just don't understand.
Listen,
There was one on our car.
everybody's got to calm down. I want to get real close and personal with you, motherfucker.
Dude, you're gonna get yourself hurt. I done took a couple of listen, I bagged back from you twice. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you. You need to calm down.
I want real close and personal with you, motherfucker.
Okay, you say one more thing. You listen.
Shoot me too. Yes, he will.
You better go in the house. I'm telling you.
Bro, at least keep your dignity. I'm sorry. Bro, I'm sorry. God damn it. Just that tone. That tone got me. My bad. I'm sorry. Shit.
You right now. I'm telling you now. Go in the house. Go in the house.
Wasn't it great?
Two things. Go in the house.
Look at that.
That's
I'm
it.
sorry. Look, I know this dog just died, right? I know the emotions are gonna be skyrocketed. I don't really know what the answer is here on their side, right? Other than please control him, but okay, this cop said, get your son in the house. That's the answer, I think. We need that sound. Oh, man, can I pet the dog? Pet the dog, right? Yeah, so really, if you're listening, keep your son inside the house because obviously he's an aggressor. He's way, way, way aggressive. He's having his grief overwhelm him. He needs to be away from the situation, right? I think at minimum.
My daughter right there.
What's your
Take
fucking
your
name?
daughter and your son in the house. That's
That's
it,
what you did.
ma'am.
That you did.
Okay.
It's okay. We're white.
Oh, wow.
Sir,
But,
I can deal.
bro, really? But really? Yeah, we're white. Honestly, that's another great point. It's not the best. It's like not the best choice, but physically, yeah, because if you allow somebody, for example, if you allow somebody to get back in their car after they've come out at you or whatever on a traffic stop, what are they gonna do? They could get a weapon. They could get a weapon. They could. I mean, the guy clearly went to get a stick or whatever that was. But a more level-headed family member should be in there with him because clearly they are keeping the son away from the cop, right? They are physically barring him from reaching. So they are more level-headed. They would equally be able to stop him if he were to grab a firearm. Now, the other thing is, one of them said it at the beginning. They don't even own a firearm, but we ain't gonna believe them, right? But at the same time, that is what is being alleged, right? There was a weapon involved and there was an aggressive dog. Okay. So this is a lot to deal with, especially alone. There was too many people here in and out alone. I don't think I would have approached the door if I was alone, especially if there was an aggressive dog and a weapon reported, right? But yeah, what exactly did you say? It's okay, we're white?
Yes, okay. We're white.
Oh, wow.
Sir, I
What
can
does
deal
that
with
mean?
There's no problem.
What are we talking about there? Why say that? Like, are we talking about getting shot? 'Cause we're good, we're white based. This motherfucker.
Take them in the house. I'm not gonna deal with your son making statements talking about what he'll do.
Let her out of the gate and then shot her.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you that.
Okay.
It makes
Thank you
zero
for that
sense.
I appreciate it.
My kid's life. Thank you.
Leave you. You don't deserve to wear that
badge. No, he don't.
Thank you, ma'am.
And he's not going to anymore after this. You don't deserve it. Go get your phone.
Sir.
Pictures of all this.
This happened in 2022, by the way, per the video up here. It's hard to see in this scene, but there it is, 2022. So we could very easily see what happened after this video, right? We could find out if he got fired or reprimanded in some way. I would guess there would be some reprimanding here because, man, well, again, not knowing the extent of the injuries and your reasoning for needing to put that dog down, right?
We got cameras.
Just don't look at her. That was baby. The only thing that protected me since I've been here with all these people stealing from me.
I want to hurt that motherfucker. Kyle, shut the door. Take that badge off.
This kid's gonna get arrested. He's gonna get arrested. I'm calling it. He's gonna get arrested. He's gonna do something real stupid and he's gonna get arrested. That's definitely a different, dangerous situation. No backup, and he's not in control of the situation. Exactly. Yeah, and I mean, you can't know what's going to happen on a scene, right? You can't know. No two scenes, no two incidents are the same, even if they share the same category. Like, for example, a traffic stop. The routine traffic stop is not real. It's not real. Okay, drugs might be an issue. It could be. I mean, the lady is giving meth vibes, right? Kind of methy. It's kind of methy, but it's hard to tell because now y'all know, especially been around meth heads. You'll hear, well, yeah. I mean, you'll hear the when is the it's coming. It's probably coming, right? But you will smell the potpourri. Like that's a dead giveaway, by the way, guys. If you didn't know, if you got some crackheady looking person, and we all know what that means, right? A disheveled, messy, dirty looking person, and they smell like potpourri, you might have a meth head. All right, and it's a very weird chemical, kind of metallic-y potpourri smell.
Your son's gonna be arrested. Did your dog have?
That is what he should have done initially. Get him in there. I mean, he's raising his whatever. Get him away from the scene, right? Has been thrown yet.
Rabies shots? Huh? Your dogs are registered with rabies shots? Oh yeah. You got the paperwork? Hey. Oh, they do. I know it's stressful. It is, sir. I know it's stressful, but your son's gonna get himself in a bunch of trouble. I don't care how hot his head is. I don't care how hot his head is. He's crossing the line.
They're taking pictures.
Oh, you crossed the line when you
I'm gonna throw this on
You
Instagram.
crossed the line when you put the gun on the kid and ran him down the street.
A-cab.
I didn't pull no gun. I ain't got no.
Look at this. Finally.
Listen.
Finally. Wait, why is he popping off with more cops there?
Now, he's making these statements. I done told him he's making. I done told him. I've told him.
It just.
I'll be back. If you want to talk to him, you come over here.
I mean, all I'm saying is, and I don't condone this, but if he was gonna do something, he'd probably do something with the lone officer, right? How you gonna pop off even harder when there's, what was that, 3 more? You know, I don't know. Do meth heads also smell like up dog?
I was going to tell you, you can search my house. I don't own a gun.
Okay, I don't know that. I don't know you. I don't know the people on the phone. You
Okay. So I mean, we drew blood. We drew blood. He still has his finger, bro. I mean, that looks kind of bad, right? That looks kind of ouchy. Yeah. I mean,
understand? Your wife offered to do it. I said, go ahead. I oblige. Did she not say that?
Yes, she did.
There it is.
She said, my dogs do not. I said, open
But
it.
you also had the option to say, no,
Listen.
ma'am, that's not necessary.
Listen, I was given.
honestly, he's right. I'm gonna say it because I already said that. I think that the officer should have the wherewithal to control the scene in a much better manner. Put your dog on a leash. If you really want to show me that your dog does not leave the gate when it's open, keep him on a leash, and we can see real quick, right? That way we always have control of everything, especially a variable. Like honestly, a pet is a variable, right? Was the dog gonna confess? I mean, in little ways they do, right?
Her the benefit of the doubt to prove what she was telling me. Okay.
Yeah.
The dog came out friendly. I put my hand to so he could sniff it like I always do.
Yeah.
He sniffed, then doubled back and bit me in the back of my leg. Okay. Your son is unacceptable. I backed back twice so I wouldn't shoot him.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't tase him. And he's gonna come out here with those threats. You can go over there with Sergeant Kuiper.
And who'd that be?
The sergeant right here, this is the stripes on. My lieutenant will be here shortly.
How you doing? How's it going, Sergeant? Pretty good. So
I'm trying. We're trying to get through this.
Right.
We understand this is a horrible situation. He is not helping. We cannot get to the bottom of this until.
Yeah, exactly.
well, you seen me put him back in the house when you got him.
Yes, I get that. I get that. And him bringing the children outside to see the dog laying dead on the.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Yeah,
So
what
let
the
us
hell
figure
is
this
that?
out. We're working on this. Okay, I promise you. Okay.
Right. She should have written.
Son throws something. Son throws something at officer.
Hey, detain him.
Don't you dare shoot him. Don't come in my gate. It says no trespassing.
Get back.
Get your finger
You see the gate? You see the gate? It says no trespass. Read this. You see the sign? Yeah, I think we're past that at that point, right?
He threw a Coca-Cola or whatever he threw.
Yeah,
He's
see,
done.
I told you he was gonna do something stupid, man. You threw a bottle? Is that a glass bottle of Coke or something? Let's see.
He's done.
I mean, throwing anything.
No.
Don't go in there.
Doesn't matter, regardless of what it is. You're just, that was like the straw, right?
Well, you need to move your other dog.
Hey, ma'am, get your dog, get your children in the house.
No, you cannot walk up in this fence.
He's going to jail.
Don't go in this fence.
Ma'am, go get your dog.
Y'all shot the other one, so
You need
she's
to go
dead.
get your dog now.
I tried to save him. That's it. Yes, sir.
All units on the cell 19, continue to attack 1. All units on the cell 19, Parkview and Rockwood.
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, I'm good. I'm 100% good.
Do me a favor. Don't make sure he doesn't.
Shouldn't make statements like that. I'm 100% good. I can already see the defense attorney or the, some lawyer out there that's defending this family or whatever. Look at what the body cam said. He's 100% fine. It's just little statements like that like lawyers really latch onto. If I threw something at you, would you arrest me? Depends on what it is. Maybe if you throw like a 5 bomb into chat, I'd be okay with it. Pillow, yeah, as long as I'm not full of meth or something. Flat white in a cup. Just make sure I can catch it. I need one right now.
10-4. Good morning. Need to detain their son. Got a little bit emotional. Threw something at me. Making a bunch of emotional statements. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Yep.
What's his deal?
This is big.
Okay, so what the fuck? There's plenty of officers ready. There was officers in the area. It might be kind of like a detached rural area, right? Where it takes some time for people to get places. But knowing that, especially, and hearing gun, hearing aggressive dog, I would not have gone to this location on my own, right? They put him in uncuffed. I sincerely hope not. There were some frame skips here. I would hope not. But yeah, Jess, thank you so much for that,
Making a
man.
bunch of statements.
Seriously.
He threw a can soda or something at me.
Like whiz by you and you moved, or
I moved, but he threw it as good enough. If it was 6 miles away,
okay?
he threw it at me with the intent to hit me.
I just want to make sure that we have what we need. Okay.
What was the original reason for the call?
Original
Here we go.
reason,
Here we go.
Kid called.
Kid?
Said the dogs were out there, got up the fence. He was on the back of the car. Dad came out, chased him down the street with a gun. Wife says kid he was sitting on the back of the car, wouldn't move, said the dogs were out of him. Denied the dad having the gun. She said her dogs would not come out the gate. And she said, I can open the gate, the dogs will come out the gate. And she opened the gate. Dog came out with head lowered, tail wagging.
That dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy, right? So I even noted that like the dog's tail was wagging, head lowered. There was like no aggression. Then all of a sudden, right? It's almost like we went to a frame where the dog was attacking, and then they freeze the frame so we don't actually see. So we don't see any of the actual shots hitting, right? We got Ram Ranch happening. So a slow wag, head down, not friendly. See, it didn't really seem that way. Like in that situation, it seemed fine because that tail was wagging pretty heavy, and most people in chat, especially like here, anywhere, right? If you tell them, oh well, his tail is wagging pretty hard. I mean, that sounds like a pretty friendly dog, right? I don't know. I guess that's just what the general knowledge is. Spit's fault. Dogs are so incredibly intuitive, and I'm guessing he's a bad person. They could smell it. This officer. I mean, there is something there. I have a little bit of red flaggy feelings towards certain things that happen, right? So that may be, but we can't say that. We can only go by what happened, and it just seems like he took the opportunity just because it's in his training. It's, oh, I'm bleeding. Did he have to shoot the dog? I don't know yet. We have to see the leg. We saw this finger. Finger was bleeding, but it just doesn't seem like there was a life or death situation there. I'm not sure. Now, is there a concern for rabies and other diseases that you can contract from a bite? Yeah, but man, I'm guys, I'm leaning without the proof that we need. I'm leaning overreaction. What do you guys think? Like, I'm leaning overreaction, but at the same time, he shares a little bit of the fault because he didn't control what the person did on his scene. And I say that because when you're the cop, you show up, the situation is yours, right? You're the guy, or the lady, you're the person that is there to make sure that peace happens, right? That the situation is resolved. Now, if you don't have the wherewithal to tell the person, hey, make sure that the dog, if you're going to do this test, please make sure that the dog is on a leash. So if it does run out, we're all good, right? We're all safe. That's my thing. I have red flags about how he reacted to the attack. I have red flags on how he sounded afterward, but that's besides the point. I think that he kind of fucked up not telling her what to do, because if you're the cop, you tell people what to do, right? You have to make the decisions that you have to say, hey, this is exactly how it's going to go, so we are all safe, right? That's my thing. 100% overreacting. Yeah, see, you guys are seeing that, right? Yeah, you guys are seeing it. I don't know if the dog is biting me and it's not that bad. I'm not giving it a chance to really hurt me. I can see where you're coming from with that. And you may be right. He may be right. But we don't know, like, if we're basing it off of like the damage incurred, could have even tased the puppy? I would say no, because he perceived it as like deadly force. Also, when you tase, that the two prongs, they spit out, and they're way less accurate. Like, one could fling off. Remember, I've told you guys, the more muscle a person has, the less effective the tasing is. And we're also talking about a small dog, right? Like smallish, medium, kind of medium. He could miss one of those prongs. So if he's perceiving that it's a deadly threat, he wouldn't have gone for the taser anyway. Tase dog while biting him, tase itself, no? No, it doesn't transfer like that. It can if you have like metal shit happening, right? But it's not. You'll feel the buzz. You'll feel the buzz off of like the cords, and then also the drive stun. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like to say tase the dog. Why didn't the cop just shoot the dog in the leg? Yeah, so the dog is kind of like a mid to small range. Look like a pit bull almost, right? So there's a danger of hitting one prong and not the other. If that's your only shot that you're taking, fuck, right? You're out, and you have to drop that weapon, or you can't put that shit away once it's been fired unless you have the wherewithal to clip remove the head and put it back. Giggity. Pull out the gun. That's like 5 seconds, right? 5-10 seconds to do that. Now you got your gun out. Now you're probably getting bit again in a more sensitive area or something, and you've wasted time. Well, no, I know what you're saying. Obviously, you did the fucking sponge mock thing. Yeah, I understand that. But that's what it sounds like, is when people say, why didn't he just get tased, or why didn't he just get shot in the leg, or because we're trained to stop the threat, right? We're trained to stop the threat in like as quickly as possible, because you can't. I'm gonna just say it, bro. You can't fuck around. They take you out. You have all this shit on your belt. You have a vehicle. You might have a long gun in the vehicle. They have access to all of your shit if you are taken out or incapacitated, right? So you can't fuck around. And I think that with that in mind, that's why I say it's an overreaction, because like, it's a dog. The owner wasn't charging. It wasn't like this coordinated ultra giga chat attack or whatever, you know what I mean? The dog just seemed to kind of, I mean, if we're looking at in hindsight, head lowered, tail, it seemed friendly. I guess not. We're looking at it in hindsight. I mean, what the fuck, right? Are you trained to stop Elden Lords? I never played. I've tried PvP. It's too crazy for me. Like, I always end up 1v3. you know, that kind of shit. I'm like, why the like, what the fuck? What's up with that? Why does that happen? Also need to consider that this racist family probably trained their dogs to not like black people, so that situation was probably doomed from the start. There is something to be said about dogs and darker toned people, right? There is definitely something to be said about that. And that's just dogs inherently. And you could look up dog psychology. It's something that messes with their eyes. So they perceive darker toned people as threats more often than not. So take that statement how how you will. Are they inherently racist? No, but it's like a biological thing that happens, right? Yeah, there's something about that. Yeah. Let's finish this up.
Came out with head lowered, tail wagging. I put my hand down for normally sniff the back of your hand.
Okay.
So it bites my finger, then turns around and bites my back leg like my Achilles, lower Achilles, which he bites that too. Fired a couple shots, hit him. Son comes out making all statements.
Is that the son?
Yeah. One time he picks up the thing. I back back. He came. He back back. I had the gun out and I back back. I'm like, hey, trying to save you. I asked the dad to get him in the house to de-escalate it. I walked around the house when they were talking and to get my tablet. He actually threw something at me. Like a can soda.
Homeboy did?
Yeah.
Homeboy.
But that's it. Okay. That's it for me.
And I'm done. That dog is his?
His
dog. He has enough.
Listen, he threw
family
something
dog.
at me.
No, I get it.
I'm gonna leave it at that. You already know.
All right.
The dog was
That was a weird exchange. Scratch, are you, because you're former as well, did you get the there was like tension there? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but there was like this, let's see the backstory. Let's see what happened.
a 1-year-old Great Dane mix named Lucy. This shooting took place in Jacksonville, Florida, and the officer's name is Carl Lampkin. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office Response to Resistance Board found the officer's actions to be within departmental guidelines.
This is it right here. Within departmental guidelines. Now, do you have to necessarily act on guidelines? If it's SOP, then there are certain things in SOP that you must do. But for them to require you to shoot a dog if they've sunk their teeth in, I've never seen that. Some departments may have that, and they should. I don't know. For me, my training was always officer discretion. It is within your discretion to say, hey, I need to tase somebody. Hey, I need to shoot somebody. Hey, I need to stop them. Hey, this or that, right? It's officer discretion. Do we not have dog-specific control tools? Not always available around your belt, right? I mean, you have your taser, you have your cuffs, you have your gun. OC, maybe the OC, maybe because of dog senses. But if in his mind he perceived a threat, you know, that's for the lawyers to decide if he was justified or not. But the sheriff's office themselves are saying that the officer performed correctly per their guidelines. Now, you can take that for what it is. Maybe the injuries are crazier than we think, right, guys?
After it was proven the dog bit the officer on his hand and leg. However, the shooting has still incited controversy over the use of deadly force by the officer. In December 2024, the woman in pink in the body cam footage, Kimberly Barris, filed a federal lawsuit against Officer Lamb.
Filed a federal lawsuit against Jacksonville Sheriff's Officer and City of Jacksonville. They probably, I mean, these civil lawsuits are usually settled, just to keep it real. They're usually just settled out of court.
Lampkin and the City of Jacksonville, alleging civil rights violations. The lawsuit states that the officer violated her 4th and 14th Amendment rights, while also alleging that the officer failed to notify animal control.
That could be true. That could be a thing. Because remember, he was there. Like, honestly, true. Honestly, true. Because he showed up alone. He showed up alone. You can get animal control coming in. We'll see how the law interprets that. Illegal search and seizure, equal protection, all of that stuff.
No further updates on the lawsuit have been publicly reported since then. The son was taken into custody.
Okay, so no updates. This is a new video, guys. This is like maybe, I think this is today. This video was released today. So it can take years for a civil lawsuit to go through. So yeah. We plainly don't know at this point.
for assault on a police officer, and he is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. Let us know your opinions about the officer's use of deadly force in the comments below.
Now, these houses that have dangerous dogs is one thing that officers unfortunately have to deal with.
Okay, so here is a cop that served much longer than I did. I always like these second opinions. Let's hear what he has to say.
But when the owner of the dog is also difficult to deal with, that makes the situation so much worse. And on many occasions, dog owners believe that their dog is harmless because of its temperament with them. But a dog can react.
There you go. Bro, he's saying the same shit as me. Let's go. Okay, that wasn't a poop. I swear, that was like me trying to convey that I have emotions and I'm not like an eggplant. I'm not like really an eggplant.
Differently, especially with police, when the animal believes that an officer is a threat, even when an officer is. So with the call today, guys, police are responding to an issue of a dog who allegedly chased some kids, causing them to jump on a car.
There you go.
Possibly pulled out a gun on those same
Possibly.
children. Then I noticed as this officer is conversing with the husband, I didn't see any backup on location yet, which causes concern for this officer's safety. Because when officers...
Bro, he's lining it up. He's saying the same shit. What do you guys think about your eggplant now? Yeah. Go ahead.
can't create distance quickly if needed, the situation can end horribly. And of course, the inevitable happens. As the officer makes his way to the side of the house to check and make sure that the dog wouldn't leave the yard, the dog leaves the yard, and as soon as the officer approaches, the dog bites him. And remember, guys, the husband just stated that the dog would not leave the yard even if the gate was open. And then the son hops the fence and goes after this officer. But fortunately, he's held back by the woman. And I understand that they're upset because a pet is like a family member. However, this officer likely felt that he had no choice but to use deadly force to protect himself and others because the dog attacked him unprovoked. So this is a sad situation. And now we have a deceased dog, a crime scene, and a very upset and hostile family. And once the supervisor arrives on location to interview everyone, the son actually throws something at the initial responding officer and then gets arrested. Now, wrapping this up, guys, I was reading an article by a journalist named Matthew Iglesias, and he brings up some valid points how police often have a heavy police presence in low crime areas, while other police departments often in the same state are short-staffed in high crime areas. Yeah, because they're stupid, right? I mean, that's the abridged explanation, but it's because they're stupid. The other reason is a lot of police don't want to work in those areas because they are underpaid and not protected by their own policies. You make people afraid to be police, they're not going to be police, right? I want this guy to go off the rails right now. And I do bring this up because, in my opinion, this officer was alone at this call for a considerable amount of time. And yes, he was. The call came out. That's what I said. Monday morning quarterback anyone. However, he was bit and he had to make a split-second decision to protect himself and the community. Okay, so let me translate that a little bit. I think that he's on the same track with what I was saying, because the attack was like, it didn't seem that bad, like that bad, right? So he can't Monday morning quarterback, right? He can't really judge. He had to make a split-second decision. Yes, also true, also valid, but at the same time, bro, what? Can you please read it to me? Well, if you guys didn't wait, what? I mean, to be honest, when we got 2 cop cars showing up for a routine traffic stop, but only 1 cop going to a situation like this is like, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly. You know what our policy was, Jess? Our policy was, if there are more than 2 people in the car and you're pulling somebody over, call for backup. I mean, it's not a bitch move. It's not a bitch move at all. You know, you can't be outnumbered. You can't be outnumbered. You don't want anyone to get hurt. There are crimes of opportunity. People, just had a couple of sentences there. I only heard the first one. Yeah, you know. TOS, Jimmy Jamesy. But lastly, we have to remember. Also, look at me, man. I am not the right color to be saying that shit. The more officers with adequate resources that are available truly can make safer communities for everyone. But in my opinion, guys, the government has to rethink their approach to public safety and how police should be correctly allocated. That's all I have, guys. Remember to be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Yep. I think that was spot on. If I do say so myself, I think we practically parroted each other. I mean, that was your second opinion. Let's see this. It doesn't have any information in the description, but this is from today. This was maybe a few hours ago. Let's see some comments here. The cop is 100% wrong in this video. I think it's an overreaction, but at the same time, you guys got my thoughts. Just motherfucker. The dog was no real danger to the officer if he just kicked it or waited 2 seconds for the mom to... Yeah, you know, kick it. Do something. Do something else. I think kicking it, Honestly, that would have been, that probably would have been the play, but you kick a dog, it's just gonna get more aggressive. The lady also could have rushed over. We don't know what lady is doing at this point. Is she still at the gate? Is she still at the gate when the dog is like biting him? You know what I mean? Maybe you could put your body weight on the dog and keep it from biting you. I don't know. I just initially, as a human, eggplant, excuse me, don't want to break the fourth wall here, guys. But like as a person, shooting a dog is just not something I want to do, right? Even if it's hurting me. Like I'll talk shit. I'll be like, I'm gonna eat that fucking cat if it claws me in my back. That's not something I want to do, and not that cat, Jimmy, like an actual cat. But yeah, that's not something I want to do. You know what I mean? And I think that any like good well-adjusted person doesn't want to either, even if you're getting hurt, unless the dog is like this fucking buff, I don't know, Megazord that's combined with 5 other dogs and is like like stronger than you are for some reason. Maybe if you're like a small female officer, there is disparity of force. That's a doctrine. That's a, you know, Supreme Court landmark case, by the way. Stuff like that. I don't know. Dog couldn't understand him through the thick accent, or the thick accent. I'm all for funny songs, but that one just sucks. Kung Fu fighting. I'm gonna shoot you. He's gonna shoot you. Yeah. So it just, I don't know. I don't. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. And then the officer taunting him. See, the officer is trying to save you, but also said, let him loose. Yeah, you see what I mean? All of these little red flags. I'm glad other people are catching these, because I don't want to be the overly analytical, like pseudo-intellectual on police matters. But it's just there, right, guys? The ninja song? Feral cats are the biggest problem in Kauai. They eat the indigenous birds. Jesus. But yeah, I think we're pretty much on the same page, right, guys?